Today, I'm streaming in English for the most to enjoy it. I'm Erix Logan, the Disillusionist, and I promise an episode really full with content, magical and engaging. If you ever ask yourself how magicians invent their illusion and how they pass from one artist to the other, in a few moments we will explore the path of one of the most incredible illusion ever, the sewing in a half. Second, I predict that you will fall in love with my guest, with my special guest of tonight. Alex is a really loving person with a multifaceted fan of activities we will discover together. Third, the Disillusionist talk is getting deeper in reflections, and it's now split in two segments, at the beginning of this show and at the end of each episode. And four, a magician live return to the visit of Wuhan. That was before the COVID. Don't worry. Enjoy the visit to the Yellow Crane Tower, which is going to be in a moment. As usual, your comments are very important, so don't hesitate to post. I want to see them on the screen. And by the way, let's try something that I've never done before, but many do in their shows. So let me know where you are connected from. So put it on the chat, the place where you are in this moment. Let me know. You are in Brazil, you are in the United States, you are in England, you are in Italy, Germany, Belgium. Let me know where you are from. Just send me a post so that I know. And it's a nice game as well. Finally, sharing is the social dogma of the of all of this. So press the share button and share this show with your friends, so they might follow the Disillusionist as well, and they might thank you one day. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is over there. You see the button, say subscribe, and so you can get to the next episode, which is fantastic, with Walter Rolfo, and another one with Jeff McBride. So we have special magicians coming up, and the United Magicians of the World, which is a great show, which is gonna be 100 hours of magic, produced by Masters of Magic, and I will be part of it together with other 100 magicians. This is from the 17th to the 20th of June. I told you everything, so we are almost ready to go. The preview is over, so let's play with the opening video, and I will be back in 40 seconds, and in the meantime, you share this to your friends. Sounds good. And here we are, and the first friends are already connected. Is Ross, Martin from the UK, and Anna from Italy. Ciao Anna, and Stephen from as well from England. Thank you very much for being here, and waiting for many others to show up and let me know where they are. So I promise a special evening, and I keep my word, because I want to start with something really, really nice. Well, you know, this show has a chapter which is dedicated to my illusions, but tonight my illusion is connected to the sewing in a half, which is the most sensational illusion. And this year is the anniversary of 100 years. So I want to tell you a little bit of the story of this illusion. You are going to discover incredible stories and anecdotes. But before everything, enjoy my version, drum and sewing, and I will be back. Hi, I'm Erix Logan, founder of the Disillusionism, a new way to look at the art of magic. Welcome to this new episode dedicated to the change. Change is a fundamental element of our life. Most importantly, it's natural. It happens to our body every single day. Sometimes we live with the obsessive feeling that while changing, we are getting old. And we don't want that. But there is nothing wrong or bad about it. Living with that kind of stress is quite limiting and one of the worst illusions we can fall into. Let's try in this episode to explore the power of change with disillusioned eyes. Playing with the word change in different directions, Erix is our guest to explore how quick a change might go. I'll see you again at the end of this episode for some inspiring conclusions. Enjoy! This is the surprise, the unexpected, because in fact, it's always time for a change, and change is the theme of tonight's streaming with Erix and with the Disillusionist and with the Sewing a Woman in a Half, because in 100 years, this prop has changed many, many times. And I promise my version is going to come right now. But before, I want to say hello and welcome to Hanno from Austria. And to all my friends in Austria, remember, September 11, I will be there with the show with Hanno in Bad Aussee. So don't miss this special event. Tickets are already on sale. Contact Hanno. And then I see from the UK, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. And Luca from Italy. Ciao, Luca. Buonasera. Gilles, Valérie. Ciao from Paris. Paris. Okay. It's better if I don't. No, je ne chante plus, Valérie. I don't sing anymore. I leave it to Sarah Maya because now I want to cut Sarah Maya in a half, and you will see it with drums.
We will rock you.
from the stage of Folie du Lac, the great musical in Valence, in France, it comes this trick, drums and sewing, which is for me just a prelude of what I'm going to tell you, because 17th of January 1921, someone invented an incredible trick and performed for the very first time. His name was Percy Thomas Tibbles, also known as P.T. Selbit. Let me show you a picture which I have here. And oh, by the way, I want to say welcome to, because Giuliano is not with us. Giuliano is my stage manager, my director, and he couldn't be here. So I am blessed to have here a great friend, which is helping me with the video. And his name is Giorgio. Giorgio, do you want to come up to say hello quickly? Or yes, there you are. Ciao, Giorgio. I'll see you later. So, P.T. Selbit. Here it is, photo courtesy of Mike Keveney. Thank you very much, Mike. And Mike, by the way, Mike Keveney Magical Publication is going to publish a book on the history of the sewing, which is coming up in August this year. So, guys, if you want to be enchanted by a real story of a fantastic illusion, reserve your copy. I already did mine. And this is the Selbit sewing. So basically, as you see, it's a box. The girl is completely inside. Head and feet are hidden inside. But Selbit is adding those glasses in order to compenetrate the box and exclude the possibility that the girl could be curling up somewhere in one of the two compartments. So, but Horace Goldin was the second magician to add something great, because he added the sewing and of course he put the head and the feet outside of the box. Remember Horace Goldin, because we are going to talk about him again in a few moments, because he has so well modified this illusion with another idea, which I can say he has invented a completely new trick, which we are going to see in a moment. But following the path of this story and the evolution of the sewing in a half, this is the first that make the box drastically reduce in dimension, so preventing even the most alert spectator to guess that somehow the girl could be again curling inside. Credit to this very important innovation goes to Turkish illusionist Zuti Sungur. I'm not sure that I am pronouncing well, but we will ask Lee Alex in a second. Zuti Sungur, which you can see in this picture. But because he never went outside his country, well, for some reason, nobody knew about him until the American illusionist, Channing Pollock, got the illusion and performed it on television in America. And he did it in a fantastic special way, because it presented a double version where two girls are first cut in halves, then their respective bottom halves are exchanged when the two tables are put back together. This way, each girl is wearing the other's costume skirt. The idea was taken up by South American magician Tiani, to whom Pollock sold the effect, which went finally to my personal hero, Canadian illusionist Doug Henning, which performed it also on one of his television specials and in the many live shows all over the United States and Canada. You can go on YouTube and watch both Channing Pollock performance on a black and white, very fascinating video, and Doug Henning in colors, of course, from the 80s in one of his specials. But we have to wait until 1989 for another huge step forward from two celebrity magicians, David Copperfield and our Italian master Sylvan. Let me show you the picture. They both propose a different version of the illusion, where finally the cut has been showing visibly without any box surrounding. So the two versions are completely different. This is David's version, and this is Sylvan's version. They use two completely different way of working, let me say that. But they both got inspiration from some ideas already published in the world of magic. They both have the merit to have brought to reality those creative inspiration that were published before. For instance, the Copperfield idea finds its roots from the magazine published The Linking Ring, March 1965, and on Genie magazine in September 1969. So, and while Sylvan's version derives from a book published in 1980 from Indian artist Professor Vashanta Kumar. Let me see if I have a video for you. Yeah, there you are. This is the picture published on the book. This is Sylvan version. And of course, obviously, both Copperfield and Sylvan added their own unique touches and solution. Another version, which found recently a new youth because it has been presented and is currently being presented by many magicians all over the world, is an idea from Alan Wakeling. Alan, please notice the giant mirror in this original performance of Alan Wakeling. That is to allow the audience a view of the top of the table. On the web, you can find several different videos of my colleagues which are currently performing it, and he was able to get the best of all the ideas from the past and the new ideas, because again, the lady is with the head and feet inside the box, but those head and feet are tight with two strips, and two members of the audience are holding this just to control that she couldn't move from that position. And of course, Alan then put the blades through, and this is a fantastic illusion. Thanks to Jim Steinmeier for this picture. And Jim, of course, was guest of this series, and you can go to my YouTube channel to check, because we did an interview with Jim Steinmeier. Fantastic. He was so generous, and he gave us so many nice ideas. Of course, Jim, for the ones that might not know him, is one of the most important creators of illusion all over the world. There are many different other solutions. I must remember Kevin James, who did, of course, a fantastic idea. My friend Kevin, he was also guest here at the Disillusionist Live, episode 4. Go again to check, because you will see a lot of magic. The idea of Kevin was somehow reproposed by Chris Angel. And between the many innovations, I must remember Jonathan Pendragon's. To close, there is because he made a cut with a visible, transparent box, which is amazing. But let me do one step back and go back to Horace Golding. Remember I told you he made another different idea? This is the one that he was able to create. The buzz saw. So first of all, he invented the giant sewing. And secondly, in this illusion, the girl is cut in two with this huge blade, but the table never split. So no boxes. The table doesn't split, and it's amazing. This I think there is a lot of interesting reflection on this, because it's a change. So we're speaking about change tonight, which it seems partially like is taking something less out from the original illusion because the box is not cut. But on the other side, try to watch the performance on YouTube, and you will see that the thriller, the suspense is still there, if not more than when the girl is cut in two. So I was saying, I almost ready to close these quick Cliff's notes on the history of the sewing. I thanks Marco Pusterla, my magic consultant, for helping me in finding out this partial research. Of course, it's not complete because we don't have time. I just wanted to give you an appetizer of the history of this and give you an idea how we magicians invent the tricks and how we pass to our friends, colleagues, and buddy magicians. But I realized that I told you nothing about my drums illusion, the one that you have seen before. Let me show you a picture, because you might have forgotten by this time by watching all those incredible illusions table. So I have mixed several different principles as you have seen, Sarah starts inside a drum can, and then she gets restored in full view, accordingly to an idea I have developed with Paul Haynes and Ken Whitaker of Creative Illusion in Las Vegas in 1996. And this is a personal story that I want to tell you. I was supposed to perform the illusion a few months later when I first ordered this in 1996. But for some technical difficulties that came up, the illusion was never delivered on time. So I had to do my work without these props. It's not uncommon in the world of illusion. My colleagues, illusionists, they very well, they know this. Lee Alex knows this very well. We will ask him in a moment. I abandoned the idea for some years. And then my colleague and friends, Dutch illusionist Paul Philippart, he was able to complete that project. And he used the illusion for many years. And in 2008, he sold the prop to me. So it's funny how 12 years after my original dream, I was able to perform this trick, and I'm still doing it. And this is part of those crazy story between illusions and illusionist. In my new role as a disillusionist, I could not tell you. I hope you enjoy it. This is the story of the sewing in a half. Let me know if you like it. I want to see your post because I see comments coming up. There are 10. Oh, yeah. Utku Sirbaz. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing this well. Anna is saying a nice thing. Yeah, I totally agree with Anna. She says, translating in English, that she loves illusion when they are performed with the accuracy and with the care of details. And I totally agree with you, Anna, because details are a fundamental part of a real illusion. Because what is the difference between an illusion and reality? There is always a slightly difference, because otherwise the illusion would be reality. But that slight discrepancy between illusion and reality must be hidden by a lot of convincing details. And then Raphael, I bought it from Creative Illusion and sold it to Paul Philippart. I didn't know that. Raphael, thank you very much for closing this the circle of this story. Wow. Wow, that's really completing the story. Thank you so much, my friend. I was convinced that Paul was just buying the illusion, but you did it. Okay. And I don't know if you knew the story that I was the first one who created this, discussing this with Paul, but I'm so glad that we completed the circle. Whenever you have to perform the illusion, you know now that I have it and is available. What about Jean-Régis? Oui, c'est vrai. Gilles, Valérie, they asked me if because I did not mention Jean-Régis. Jean-Régis is a fantastic illusionist from France, from Lyon, exactly. I'm sorry, I couldn't mention anyone. I told you I have many other versions, and I could have also mentioned Mark Wilson, to be honest, but I tried to just underline the develops step by step in a very general way, because also our followers, the follower of the Disillusionist streaming here, are not all magicians. There are also many fans that follow me in the show and my friends. So I'm sorry to Gilles Arthur, of course, but it wasn't meant. Ivano, ciao Ivano. And of course, Steven, there is a comment. It was underlined a few moments ago. Great overview of this development and several versions of the sewing illusion. Thank you very much. Thank you, Steven. I'm glad that you like it. And Volkan say hi, friends. And well, fantastic, fantastic. We have, Moreno is still here. Dai che tra poco si ritorna. Okay, he says in Italian. Okay, so keep strong that soon we are going to be back on stage. Yes, we are going to be back on stage. Everyone, as hope, every magician. But now, it's time to meet with our special guest. I told you, you are going to fall in love with him, but let me introduce him first with a quick promo video. Lee Alex is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Alex. Hello, my friend.
Hi, Erix. How are you? Ciao. Buonasera.
Ciao, buonasera. Where are you?
Where am I?
Yeah.
I'm in Istanbul at the moment, Istanbul, Turkey.
Yes, yeah, because for the ones that doesn't know, you are from England originally,
Yes.
but you live in Istanbul, right? In Turkey.
Yeah, it's been like more than 20 years I'm in Istanbul, on and off.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so illusionist, quick change specialist, inventor of magic tricks, and producer together with Tamer Curter of one of the really great magic show on this planet. Let's start from Lee Alex, Grand Illusionist.
Yes.
Please.
So, what do you want to know?
I want to know everything.
Everything. Okay. I don't suppose you have the little picture of that I sent you. My very first.
Let me go a second, look for it. Yes, so we start from the youth.
This is when
right?
I was. Do you have it?
The one with the competition, of course. This one.
This, I'm 6 years old here, and this is my first role as a witch in a play.
Yeah, and you can see behind, I see the dancers. They say, one day I want to become a magician's assistant. I want to work with Lee Alex. And the soldiers on the other side, they say, yes, I want to be his stage hands. Isn't it?
Absolutely. That's how it all began. 5 or 6 years old I am there. This was my first competition win for the Northern Magic Circle in England when I was, I think, 11 or 12 years old.
Wow.
It was a stage competition. Yeah, as you can see, I've aged loads then. This is with Ali Bongo. For sure, everybody knows Ali Bongo. I see Raphael is with us. He's a great fan of Ali Bongo.
Ali Bongo is a great magician. So happy that thanks to this picture, we can remember him.
He's a nice person. The next time we met, I was taller than Ali.
Yeah, I can imagine. And now we are back. Now we are to present. This is your poster.
Yes, this started back, as you know, 2007, 2008, when we did the Stars of Magic in Istanbul. Yeah. So
and this is you got the Oscar.
I got the Oscar. That was this year. I got the best supporting actress this year.
In Hollywood. Yeah, I can see that.
They don't say actress now. It's all actors, so it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah.
Fantastic.
This was after Stars of Magic or before, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
Now.
So tell me about your passion for illusions. And if I'm not wrong, this is your core business, isn't it? Or is
Absolutely.
it the quick change?
No, the illusion of magic is my main thing. The quick change is something which I don't really do anymore, let's say, on stage as a performance, simply because I'm in Turkey now and it's hot. So all the layers of clothing make me really hot. So so the magic actually started, my first encounter with a magician was when I was 3 years old. And I actually was very frightened and started to cry and ran away from the magician. This was at a company Christmas party. And I believed in the magic and I was frightened by the magician. So I cried and I left the stage and wanted to go home and never see any magic again. And then the next year at the same Christmas party, I was actually on stage helping the magician. And that's when the bug bit, you know, they say there's a magic bug, and that's when the bug bit. So I remember very clearly the first trick that he performed on me, that I was assisting, was the coins across. So like cards across, but with coins. And then that's when it all started. I used to go to the library where I lived in England, and we had magic books with details of plans and everything. And the first magic trick that my dad built for me was the coins across. It's a special tray. Anyway, we're not allowed to give secrets on here because they're public watching, I believe. So anyway, coins across was my first trick when I was like 6 years old, something like that.
Yeah, and then when it was the big step to the illusion, or before the big step to the quick change?
Oh, so in between, in the 80s, I believe, 80s. There was a huge company in England, almost a monopoly, if you like, called Supreme Magic Company. I'm sure you've heard of them.
Sure.
And I used to work for them by translating French and German articles from the French magazines, German magazines,
Wow.
into English, which were published into the Magigram magazine, which was the magazine of Supreme Magic. And I didn't get paid, but they used to, Edwin, who was the owner, gave me credit vouchers. So in that way, I was able to build up a children's show, which I started as a profession, let's say, when I was 12 years old. I started kids' shows. And that went on for, hi, Gilles, Valérie, bonsoir, bisous, bisous. So from like 12 to 18, I was doing children's shows in England. And then everything just got bigger and bigger from there.
Yes,
So-
yes. Let me show a parade of your illusion. So this is because you also are very original. You never perform an illusion as it is. I mean, in the standard presentation, but you try to adapt to your own style, and I love that.
Well, we try. It doesn't always work, but we try, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this
okay,
is
so
the
this-
jukebox illusion. It's kind of
Yeah, this is an idea from Mark Parker. I don't know if you know Mark Parker.
sure.
Yeah, so this was, yeah.
Yeah. And now those are the girls from the first pictures. They grew up with you, and finally they were with you in the show, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, this is actually from Stars of Magic. The beginning of Stars of Magic, the show begins with a little boy who represents me as a kid. He goes to bed, disappears, and then suddenly all these, the girls he's dreaming about appear from the bed. So you have different characters which then assist me with different illusions in the show.
Yeah, it was a very great performance. And okay, this is from
This is from Beijing in China.
China.
Happy Valley, Beijing, which was in 2000, I don't know. I was there with Gilles and Valerie, and so they must know the year.
Oh, boys. Wow.
Gilles will know. 2012, I'm being told. 2012.
Wow.
And
Fantastic.
this is
And
actually, go on.
classic.
Yeah, this is double levitation.
Oh, by the way, we are saying about the sewing tonight, and here you are. It's a kind of a sewing, right?
Well, it's actually cutting in thirds, let's say. It's based on an idea, again, from Jim Steinmeier, who, honestly, if the Illusionists didn't have Jim Steinmeier, I don't know where we would be. I mean, the number of ideas that come from Jim Steinmeier is incredible.
It's incredible. Yeah.
So this is from an idea of Jim. Again, this is taken back in Beijing.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's
It's
not
fantastic
actually a sewing in half. I don't. If you can see on the very far right hand side in the midair, there's the middle section box. So it's actually a cutting in three rather than a sewing. There's no sewing.
Yeah, but it's still beautiful. And this is the group for a pose. Fantastic. You can appreciate the costume, the value, production value, which is amazing. And of course, here is where at the end of all the effort, the reward is meeting with the audience.
All the fans.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh
Exactly.
that was crazy time in China. You've been to Happy Valley. The signature signing afterwards lasts like twice as long as the actual show. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's a 30-minute show and 50 minutes the autograph, the meet and greet session. Yeah, you're right. But it's fantastic. And by the way, speaking about China, the Magician's Life of tonight is about China because it's about Wuhan, the most famous city of China today.
Are you sure?
But let me do the step to the quick change, to Lee Alex quick change now. And if you agree, I have a video which synthesizes your approach to quick change. It's fast, and then we'll be back in 1 minute.
Yeah.
So
Thank
quick
you.
change, not as a performer, but as
As as a fan of quick change, really.
I can say consultant for
As
many.
of course, but this also started long time ago when I was a kid, when I was a child. As you see in the first photo, when I was a witch, I used to like to dress up as all different sorts of characters, always dressing up as a child. And then in England at the time, in the 80s, we had a show, and Arturo Brachetti was actually a guest regularly on the show, doing his quick change. And that was when the bug got me. So I was seeing Arturo, and I was like, how is this possible? And then, of course, as you know, it's a very close secret thing, more so than magic, the quick change. It was like, how is it possible to do these amazing changes just like that? And what I use as quick change is actually almost self-taught, because it's principles from magic that I apply to the costumes, rather than traditional quick change or whatever. It's you understand, magic principles applied to quick change.
And then you, well, it is connected with your activity as creator of stage effect, because you create also quick change. You have a lecture on quick change that is very successful. It has been a strong hit in Italy a few years ago. I know that for sure.
A few years ago.
They're still talking about you.
No, good or bad?
I swear. Yeah. Yes. It has been one of the most successful lecture in the past few years. Really, not because I'm serious. And in those quick change, especially you were selling a product which was amazing, which I've been used here in the Disillusionist live. In one episode, I used this fantastic quick change effect. Let me show to the audience what it's all about. It's incredible. I mean, it goes so fast, the change of the vest.
This is, I mean, you know, you have the vest yourself and you use it. It's funny, I go to like magic conventions and people say, oh, I know you, you're the Erix. And they're like this. And I know then that they've got the vest in their hand. They know what the vest is. But this is like, you understand this.
Yeah, exactly. It was probably one of the first trick that you put on the market, if I'm not wrong, concerning the quick change. And you see, again, it has been a real hit worldwide.
It's been more than 10 years. It's been about 12 years since I first put it out. Yeah. And we've sold more than 3,000.
Wow. Fantastic. So that was a success.
That's not including all the Chinese copies, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. Yes, of course. So, by the way, you mentioned China twice. First, because you were there performing with Gilles and Valérie.
Yes.
And second, because now, for what it concerns the copy. So that brings me to offer to everyone a quick segment of a magician's life. What is the magician's life? Is the life of a magician on tour, same like with sharing all the story, crazy story that happened when you are around the world, facing with new cultures, with different way of watching things, and with the language barriers and a lot of other situation. I can see Lee that is just saying yes. It's just
we don't share everything, Eric. Some things have to stay private. You know that.
Yes. And so A Magician's Life is all of this. We have filmed the real life that we have faced on our tour, on stage and backstage. And in this particular episode, we show you a tour, just a day off that we spent in Wuhan. Look at it, send the post, and we will be back with Lee Alex commenting all together in a few minutes. This tour in China was scheduled for visiting 30 cities in 60 days. We were moving fast by bus, train, or airplane, but the truck with the magic props, lights, and scenery needed more time to move between cities. So the days we were not working, we changed state of mind and became tourists.
Porta i cucchiai, prendi i bicchieri. Guarda se vedi le ciotole. Trovato l'olio.
Carta igienica.
Vai, io vado al pullman, devo aspettarci.
Cerchiamo la Nutella.
Sì.
Ma che bello, sai che sarà tutto LED la sera fuori.
Sì.
Che palazzo.
Bello.
Beh, sì, è alto perché lo spettacolo è tutto sviluppato in altezza, sì. Guarda la gente, guarda.
Si sta fermando. Ah, si sta fermando.
When we arrived to downtown by taxi, we asked a guy where the temple was, and he left whatever he was doing and walked with us for 10 minutes to bring us straight to the temple's doors. This is hospitality.
Good morning, Doris.
Tai Chi Chuan, stanno cercando il baricentro. The temple is on top of a hill right in the center of the city. The Yellow Crane Tower of Wuhan has been first built in 233 BC. Then it has been destroyed and rebuilt 7 more times. It develops on 5 floors for a total height of 51 meters. That's 170 feet. From the top, we enjoy a 360 degrees panoramic view of Wuhan.
Dove andiamo adesso?
All'hotel.
Sì, andiamo in hotel.
Andiamo che ore sono?
2:30. 3 minuti fa. 3:30 siamo in hotel.
Sì.
4.
Dai, va bene, 4, così facciamo le prove e via. Aspetta,
Adesso dobbiamo fare qualche modifica.
Dobbiamo farlo, dobbiamo fare le modifiche.
With the next show coming up, time available for visiting is limited and we can't dip much into the cities as we would like. But that's still okay. And the next morning we left for the third city, which was Hangang. You see,
Wow.
well, when you know, Lee, when you are on tour, some days like this one are becomes good memory but it's not sunny every day. Some days it's raining very hard, and those days we try to forget, or at least turn into an experience just to avoid in the future. But
Sure.
this day was a very nice day. Yeah.
You know, when we were in Beijing, I was very happy for the quick change because, as you say, it's not raining. It's just so hot and humid, and you have to change your T-shirt every 5 minutes. You know, it's like,
Yep.
change another T-shirt. It's just
it's very difficult.
It's horrible. Yeah.
Have you noticed in the episode I said that we had to make some changes. We had to go to the theater to work out some changes, and I mentioned changes many times, and we are going to mention again with you for the quick change. So, what is change for Lee Alex? What change means for you? Changes in life, I mean.
Well, of course, not only for me, for everybody this year, for the last 14, 15 months, whatever. It's been a huge change. I mean, just suddenly all of our world, like you say, the touring, the being with friends, the live audiences, just suddenly just was like gone. And of course, with a company that we have to do the Illusion show, all the dancers, all the technicians, all the people backstage, it was just like a goodbye. We had to let everybody go. And so this was a huge change because apart from Stars and Magic, we have all these corporate shows in Turkey. I have a theater show regularly in Turkey, and it just suddenly just was stopped. It's the same for everybody. And that was a huge change. And we're like, okay, now what can we do?
Just prepare for the future. And that was like a kind of a reset, for everyone. But I think it was... Yeah,
that's a really good word. Reset is I think what has happened, because I felt suddenly very alone. You know, you're surrounded by audience, you're surrounded by your team, you're surrounded by friends, and suddenly you're just like here by yourself. So during this time, I haven't done Zoom shows, I haven't done live shows, obviously, but I decided to re-educate myself. So I've been actually attending a lot of magic conventions online, a lot of lessons online, a lot of magic shows online. Yeah. And this has been a time to, like, as you say, reset, take a step back, look at yourself, look to the future, and kind of like develop what can you do? How can you change? How can you make change?
Yeah.
For the good, I hope.
But as I mentioned in the beginning with the Disillusionist part first, and there will be the second one at the end, with the conclusions, changes are part of life. So sometimes we are a little bit too afraid of changes because we are in our comfort area. But there's nothing that we can do because we change every day. Our body changes every day.
We have to, and of course, I'm a Gemini, so I mean, my mood can change from minute to minute. Well, I think to adapt is the problem. Many people found it difficult to adapt. But now it's been so long. I mean, it's okay. It's not so long. It's 14 months, whatever. But it's actually become a normal thing now, and we have adapted to that change. And we're afraid now to go out into crowds, so we get used to this change. So, as you said, we have metamorphosized.
Yeah. And so now about change.
Yes.
You change product, because when we talk about your new effect, your mind never stop, and you have created 2 new hit products that you are selling all over the world. The bandana.
The bandana has been, actually, this was the last big event I attended live, was the Blackpool Convention, which was 2020. What are we now? Yeah, February 2020. Okay, so that was like the last big convention, I think, in the world, the magic convention in the world, was February 2020. And then after that was the big change, let's say. And it was during this Blackpool convention I was speaking with a good friend from Scotland in England. Scotland in England, no, that doesn't make sense. From Scotland, Gary, from Practical Magic. It was his idea. He said, we need a devil's handkerchief that doesn't look like a magic prop. It needs to be like something that we can use. And I said, okay, leave it with me. And my thing is that I produce magic that you can actually wear, like the vest or the quick change, whatever. So I said, okay, what can we wear? We can wear a bandana. So you can wear it on your head, you can wear it on your wrist, you can wear it around your neck, you can wear it during Corona as a face mask. So that's how it became a bandana. And Gary approved this and said, yeah, okay, let's put it out. And then since this has been such a big success, I can't believe it. It's really crazy.
Yeah. Here is where we can follow your product.
Yeah.
I know that for just a few days, this website is not working.
Should be back tomorrow.
Okay. So that's all right.
Yeah.
So don't go right now.
Before we put this up, we had to do a Corona test, and we're waiting for the results. So once the result comes out, it will be back online.
Yeah. So don't order today, order from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Lee, can I ask you a big favor? I don't know if it's possible, but I know that you can. If you can, I know you will do it. Can we see the bandana, the Devil's bandana, in action?
In action?
No?
Is this in the contract? I don't think this. Sure. Okay. But let me just. Okay. So I decided during lockdown also to re-educate myself. So this design is something I've been doing for a long time, like graphic design or whatever. So I wanted to apply that to the bandanas. And we came up with some great results, and also from people's feedback. So I can show you this one, which is the latest model. Normally, I let out red and blue, and then like the playing cards with the most popular colors. And then people said, no, we want different colors. So I came up with the black one also. So as I say, you can wear this as a neckerchief or whatever you want here. Let's see what we have here. Okay, Rubik's Cube. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this?
Yeah, we can see it. It's a Rubik's Cube.
So there's the Rubik's Cube inside. And do you have a special magic word in Italian, Erix? Is there a special word?
Well, there are several, but let's go for the classic simsalabim.
Simsalabim. And there we go. And don't forget, that's a Rubik's Cube in there.
Vanish.
It's gone. And likewise, we can do this. And easily. Ta-da! There we go.
Wow. You know what? It's a fantastic, it's beautiful just to see and to wear. I mean, beside the possibility to do magic trick with it, I can tell you that the way it looks like amazing.
Yeah,
an amazing bandana, beautiful and great. And thank you very much for showing this.
Thank you. I mean, the good thing also, there are so many street magicians now, and this is something they could wear like as a wrist tie or around their neck or whatever. Oh, so many great souvenirs, says Gilles Valerie. Yes. We had so many memories. Beautiful.
True. It's true. Athens. We were together in Athens, and wow, what a memories. And Pekin with Voronin and Lee. Yes.
Oh, Voronin also. Oh my gosh. Yes, that was wonderful times.
I was thinking of Eugene Voronin yesterday, because I was fixing some DVDs in my house, and there was a DVD from him, and I said, oh, it's a long time I don't hear from Voronin. And I hope he's doing well. Anyone that is in contact with Voronin, please send a message. Say hello from Erix and Lee.
His wife, Svetlana, you know Svetlana, when she was the contortionist.
Yes.
She was doing the contortionist act. And actually now I speak with Voronin's son, Max. And he is fantastic contortionist. I think he gets it from his mother, Svetlana. So.
Really?
So we're in contact. I don't have contact anymore with Voronin, but his son, I have contact with him. Yeah.
Oh, good. Good. And you would tell me then. But I have prepared, because I would like you to perform other product like the cubic and the love bandana, but I'm afraid that you're going to send me the invoice then.
Absolutely.
the
And why not?
excess luggage, excess of performance. So I'm cautious and I have prepared 2 videos. Let's watch the first one, Cubic. It's incredible how many colors you can change with this product.
Do you want to know the biggest secret about that, Erix?
Yes, please.
That is one piece of fabric. It's not a separate piece. That is one piece of fabric. That's the biggest secret.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really amazing. Oh, by the way, it's cubics. I forgot the S.
I shall double your invoice now.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. And it's time for the love bandana. What is love bandana before we launch the video?
Bandana is something that we want to share the love. These are really sad times for everybody at the moment. So we came up with this idea. It's based on the what you call leopard silk, let's say. But I put it into a bandana format with the design of a bandana, and instead of spots, we have the love heart. So it's to share the love to everybody.
That's a good message. I love good messages. So let's see the love bandana and enjoy.
Oh, okay.
It's beautiful. I love when magic happens so simultaneously in front of our eyes without covering.
Yeah, just the addition of this white border on the bandana makes the change so much more visual than the original thing. And I see a comment here. What about the Harley bandana? I want to know about
Yes.
this. Now, these are great friends, Becky and Alan. They're in England. Thank you very much for watching, Becky and Alan. I'm sure they're absolutely drunk out of their mind, but that's up to them. But Alan is a magician, escapologist, let's say, and he's also a great Harley fan, Harley Davidson fan. So I actually designed a special custom design bandana, which was Harley Davidson orange with handcuffs and padlocks and everything, especially for him. A special custom design devil's bandana.
Wow. Wow. So, of course, so we have to invite Taylor to show it to us. This fantastic bandana. Send a picture.
We have if you hold on 2 seconds, we can bring a copy. Alan thinks he has the only one in the world, but I have a copy also.
Really? Wow. Yeah, we wait.
If I do,
See, you're full of surprise.
If I do anything custom, and I do a lot of custom work, I always make 2 so that I have a original of whatever the custom person wants. So
Yeah, well,
You're not
that
the only
seems,
one with that, Alan.
no, that seems you have to. It's a perfect way to work. So,
Sure.
in the meantime, while the special
Oh,
bandana is coming,
it's here. It's here.
oh, it's already there.
It's
Wow.
already there. If I can open it, let's see. So
Yeah,
this
we
is
are,
bright Harley Davidson orange. And if you can see, there is like handcuffs and padlocks and keys. And
yeah.
so this is a special design only for Alan all the way there in Pontefract in England.
Wow. Can you show us a little bit? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, in full view. Wow. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm sure that you're going to receive a lot of other order for custom made.
Oh my God. Customers.
Bandana
Because
for
the designs, I do all the designs by myself, you know? So I have to think. I said, okay, what is Alan? Okay, Alan is Harley. So I said, okay, Harley Orange. He's an escapologist. So I had to find the graphics to fit with Alan. So I mean, if his wife Becky wanted one, I would do it in pink with cocktail glasses and love hearts and stuff like that. You have to know your customer.
And what is the next? Okay, we are talking about the future, the changes. What are your next projects for the immediate future, both
For the
performing and for the magic products?
For performance, as you talk about change, I've had to release all my team of dancers, technicians, whatever. We still have the huge depot of illusions, but we don't know here when the theatres are going to open again or whether people are going to come to the theatres afterwards. So, and also I'm not getting any younger. So I'm actually looking at more a solo show, not necessarily a smaller show, but a solo show kind of thing. Which is a lot easier to travel with, less restrictions, less physical restrictions, let's say, you know, also as an illusionist, it doesn't get easier, you know, the older we get. And yeah, so performance-wise, in the immediate future, I don't know what's going to happen. Companies, will they want this kind of thing? Do I have to do like everybody else and go on Zoom? I don't know, but product-wise, we're working immediately on something which will be out very soon. Yeah, we're already prepared for Christmas. I have a special bandana again, the Devil's Bandana, which is Christmas design this time.
Wow.
And we call this Santa Bandana. So we're already well ahead into designing these, well into the coming months, let's say.
Very good.
Go on.
I don't know if you noticed, you have received an order online in this moment from Becky.
Yeah. So Becky wants one now. Okay, so we have to cut the program. I'm going to go to my computer. Make
exactly. Just got an order online. The commission.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, just cancel my invoice to you, and we're quit.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, you said something interesting, because of course we are getting older, but as we say, this is part of the changes, and I love the suavity that you, the way you see things. It's part of your character. That's why many people love you, Lee, because you are, I mean, you're quiet. You say, okay, we do this, we do that, and
I'm easy.
yeah, there's no other way to worry. It's perfect. Oh, Marco is coming up.
Yeah, okay. So this is one of the questions I had about the bandana before, because the original that I put out, the red and the blue, was with rabbits and top hats, and it was more for the children's entertainment, because that's what the original person wanted. But the black one is more like traditional bandana design, if you like. So
yes.
it's
So this is the answer to Marco. By the way, I take the opportunity to thanks again, Marco, for the work we did with the sewing history. Thank you, Marco.
Maybe
And,
what does you mean? Well, standard design. I guess classic bandana design. Yes. But I always
what do you mean, Marco, by standard design? Let us know. Lee is contesting your question.
Oh, this thing about change, you know, also, Erix, I've been sharing with you. I have been educating myself, you know, with different, not only with magic, but also with Italian cuisine during the lockdown. So I've been making homemade pasta.
Oh, yeah. You know what I got the other day? I got a pasta maker, a new one.
Oh.
And you can do fusilli, you can do bucatini. I'll send you the picture.
Okay. Well, I could do fusilli and bucatini if I knew what they were.
Yes. And so you see, with Lee, it's like that. Okay. So next we are going to give you a recipe of carbonara, pasta carbonara, right?
Okay, no problem.
Yours is great. I know. I received your picture. Marco is specifying.
Oh, without the card symbols. Yeah, okay. If he really wants one, then again, I can do a custom thing and produce whatever he wants. So.
Oh, without the card symbols.
Okay.
And I understand now. I think I understand what Marco says. So he thinks that if you leave, if you keep an object that is more less suspicious without card, then maybe it could work. I don't know, a little bit more surprised. But I know why you put the cards, because of course magicians, they want their own symbols.
Of course.
Of course. But I agree with Marco. It would be more like a regular bandana. Yeah. Thank you. Grazie, Marco.
Thank you. Grazie, Marco.
Thank you. And so we are at the producer side, and we have to present and add to this conversation another great man. Is it close to you?
I can appear him by magic.
Can you make him appear?
Yes, here.
1, 2, 3, Tamer.
Yeah, hi. Ciao,
Hi
Erix.
there.
How are you?
Fine. Thank you very much for being here. And it's time to talk about production of shows. You have produced a show in 2008, Stars of Magic in Istanbul. And I had the privilege to be part of the cast. And that was long before the Illusionist, a show which became a hit worldwide. But you were ahead of time because you produced a great show
thank you.
in Istanbul. I let you talk about this show.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I mean, it was one of the first show who bring few magicians together, illusionists together on stage. I'm glad that you notice also that we are ahead of the time. But it was a quite expensive and difficult production, actually, when you think. I mean,
I know.
It was crazy. And when
a nightmare.
when I think with today's money, that was insane to even try to do that. Just because I remember, even now it's been years, so I can tell some numbers. Even the rent of the theater for a week, it cost us like $150,000. I mean, I pay for 1 week. So that's quite challenging because you never know if you will sell.
You shouldn't say that when you only gave Erix $50.
Yeah, because all the money went to the theater. But no, but anyway, you know that it was an expensive show because we got 5 illusionists, big stuff coming from Italy, from USA, America. So that was a quite crazy thing, but it was a lovely attempt, I believe. So and it works well. I mean, so, and we got good response, but as I say, it was not easy to continue because I mean, when you look back, it's 2008, there was no social media really. So today to make a show and to promote is much more easier than that time. So I wish, we could do this again. actually we planned this to put again Stars of Magic last year. So
Wow.
due to
Good, yeah.
yes, last year we planned certain things and to
Start
restart
a new version.
a new version
A
with
new
a little bit
version.
new
A different
concept and a little bit a different concept and to make it more regular. But of course, with the Corona, now we postpone a little bit. So
Sure.
we don't know if we will be when it will be back again. Everything, because to start to make a big stage shows, we always need to be a little bit more sure of what's going on.
Yeah,
So
yeah. What I can say about the show, by the way, I have a poster.
Oh.
I have the poster here. Look at
oh
this.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
then you see the cast.
yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah.
Aaron and Kevin.
Yes, it was with you, of course, Erix. Then Jeff was there, McBride, and Kevin James, Aaron Crow, and Lee. It was a really good multinational show. So
Wow.
Yeah.
and
You
we
see, it's
did
funny because-
seven shows in 5 days. We did, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. So,
Raphael says he's available. Okay.
yes, okay. So we hope so. We really like to see him here also. So, but we'll see. I don't think we'll be able to do anything really big before 2022. Good.
He never missed an opportunity, Raphael.
Yeah.
If Raphael comes, we need to get sponsored by Bailey's.
Hi. I hope so. So that's this. Basically, we like to do this again with our friends from all around the world because, as you know, I mean, you spoke about China, but now we don't do anymore with China. Okay, these are nice article from newspaper. You
Yeah,
see?
look another one here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah.
And now, if you allow me to bring my own personal experience,
Yes.
because what I want
It
to tell
depends if your experience was good.
sorry,
It depends if your experience was good.
it is because for the very first time, that was the very only first and only time in my career when I had to do something like this, the one that you ask, and I think it was brilliant. You ask the artist to come 1 month in advance,
Yes.
1 month before the beginning of the show, to promote the show on television, and we did
Yes.
it, and it was something that it never happened to me in other situations. That means that producer has to pay for the travel, the accommodation of the artist 1 month ahead of the show. But this is also a very smart and professional move because you make the artists that are going to be part of your show already known by the people, and that helps
That's
the
right.
sale.
That was the aim. Yes.
But Eric,
I have
sorry, not that people understand. You didn't stay for a month before the show. You came a month before, then you went back, and then you came back again.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. I didn't explain well. I went a month before just to do the 2 days, 3 days of promotion. And yes, of course, I flew back, and I then back again 1 month later. Yes.
Not that people think you stay a month with us before.
No, I couldn't stay a month with you guys.
Thank you.
No, I would love to stay.
It is,
I would stay for 6 months or more. Okay, let's close. I stay for 1
go on.
year. Is that fine?
Good.
Okay. All right. And in that occasion, I have made. You see the picture of this trick, which is called Gutbuster. That was from Andrew Main, and nice illusion inventor also. And the other day, by watching the material of Stars of Magic, I found the video that I did 1 month before the show, that famous 3 days, and it's here. It's 1 minute for everyone to look at.
wow.
It will be back. And
Wow.
you,
Wow.
Tamer, you were there with me, and we did the
Yes.
interview.
I
Right.
remember. Now I remember. Yeah.
And we launched the show. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. That was great.
What a
And
nice.
also,
nice-
you did. We did. I don't know if you have anything. We did also. How we call
Straight jacket.
the straight jacket escape you did in the shopping mall.
Oh yeah, yeah. These guys,
That was
they,
amazing.
they hang me up
Yeah.
for I don't know for how 50 meters.
It was around. Yes,
I don't know
100
how
and
you
more
did this, Erix. This is impossible.
it was like 50 meters. Yes.
This must be a world record from height. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like incredible.
I don't know. For me, it was so scary, and it was so scared that now I concentrate and I want to revive that moment again with a small video if I can succeed.
Go on then.
I have to
Illusionist Erix Logan oldu. İstanbul'da bir alışveriş merkezinde yaptığı kurtulma numarasıyla nefes kesen Logan seyircilere heyecanlı anlar yaşattı.
Oh dear.
I-
Yes.
It might not have been 50 meters, but 20 for sure.
No, it is.
No. This
It's
is
like 7 floors.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
takes 10 minutes in the lift to go from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
remember I was at the very top of the
Yeah.
structure with all the people around looking at me. That was
crazy.
fantastic. You see, so this is how good producer
Yeah.
do the right stuff. And
And you see, we made all the clothes for you to wear, you know, with the Stars of Magic, the promotion, everything was promotional, you know. So,
yeah, that was really a fantastic show. And well, you now have the experience to launch again because now there are the socials.
Yeah.
You have the experience, the past experience. I'm sure that when the show will open again, there will be hopefully people that will be very willing to go see shows, and Magic is always at the
I
top
believe so. Yes.
in the choice of families and audience. Plus, you have Raphael, which is available.
Yes.
So what are you waiting
We
for?
already have it.
wow. We have
And
to think
myself,
long and hard
And
about
also
that.
me.
No,
I'm a
we will
friend
have
of
to think
Raphael.
Very long and hard about Raphael. I mean, with his reputation, I don't know.
Yes.
We can't afford him.
No, he will come.
So why don't we create Illusionist different?
We can call it like Granddad Illusionist or something. You
Oh,
know, all
stop
these
talking that.
old Granddad Illusionist.
Yes.
This is in 20 years. Not
Tamer,
now. Yes.
promise me that you are going to think about this.
I'm always thinking. Don't worry. We'll do it. Hopefully in 2022.
Great.
That's what we hope. Thank you.
No,
Eric.
that was really nice. You don't have a DVD for sale for the
Okay.
public audience of this show?
Well, we have the videos, but I mean, we've been filming with many times with different cameras. But when I look today, the quality of the footage, there was no HD that time, of course. So even it's just 12 years, it's changed so much the quality. I feel like I'm watching like 1950s film. But I mean, we have a lot of footage. I have full footage of we film this, like each show we film it, but we don't think to sell it as a DVD. But
you have to watch it live. That's the experience.
That's true. That's true.
All Magic Farts are live on stage. Thank you, Raphael. That's your
a good
contract
idea.
is cancelled now.
Raphael, top. Which brings me, what you say, Tamer, brings me to one of our final questions, because we are going to soon to close the streaming. But what do you both think about the Zoom show? Because we said there wasn't before, now there are the Zoom show. How do you see the Zoom show from now on after the pandemic?
Well, personally, I haven't even tried a Zoom show. I've given a lesson with Jeff McBride, which was Zoom, I think. Yeah, it was Zoom. But I'm not like technically minded, so I would need somebody to help to do this. I don't have the material to do on Zoom. I have like the Big Illusion show, the stage stuff, which is like really, if you have audience participation, it's like active on stage. And so I would have to start really from the very beginning and absolutely recreate from zero. So that's why I decided it's easier to make pasta and spaghetti than it is to do a Zoom show, you know. So maybe I will start an Italian restaurant. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. And you, Tamer, do you think that shows like Tamer, do you think that the Zoom show are going to stay together with the live show? It's kind of a hybrid, or one of them is going to be there?
I don't think hybrid, but I think it starts from a necessity Zoom show. But actually, we could do this 5 years ago also. There was a possibility technology, but because of the pandemic, it's a necessity. So I do believe it will, if it can become a new style of show, like, you know, like look at street magic. I don't know, street magic was fashion in the beginning of 2000, let's say, you know. Yes, still popular, but before it was not really, I mean, it's been always in the history, but it's become a new trend. So this can, if it can create a new style, new content, I mean, if you do a stage show on Zoom, I don't think it's so interesting.
Yes.
Today we have to, because you don't have an option. But you know, there are theaters also. But if we can create a new content, a new style, then the Zoom show will stay also beside of the live show. But it will be a complete different style, let's say.
There is a danger or a fear that I have, that because some corporate companies are now used to presenting their shows via Zoom, that there can be a less demand for a live stage show as far as like corporate work is concerned, because for the magician, for the performer, we're not only magicians, this is for any live performance.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Is in their home or in their studio, they don't have to go anywhere. For the corporate company presenting the show, everybody is in their own home. There is no expenses of hotels or airplanes or whatever. So they've actually been spoiled by this Zoom show, and I'm frightened this will rub off onto live shows.
They will get bored by the end, because this will never replace. It can never replace. It won't.
I hope they get bored.
It will be interesting to see how it goes, and of course, this also is part of it changes and the reset that we mentioned before. We have to see how things will go now that we are going to restart almost everywhere in the world. That's very interesting. We will see how it goes. And oh, by the way, I take the opportunity to say that Jeff McBride is going to be guest of the Disillusionist Live on June 20, probably on June 20. And then
because 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. So by this now, I think I'm missing only from Stars of Magic. I'm just missing to invite Aaron, because I got you and Kevin James and Jeff McBride, myself and Aaron. I had to call Aaron. And I mean, it's between us. Now, to tell you the truth, I feel a little bit, not offended, but a little bit touched by the fact that Raphael, he said he was available to Stars of Magic, but he didn't say that he was available to be a guest here at the Disillusionist. Raphael. So you are always welcome. But
well, that's okay, Erix. You can have him for your video channel now, because he called us old fat, so we're not going to call him for Stars of Magic.
Okay. We are joking, of course, because we are all friends. And I saw a lot of good, nice comment from other friends that are connected, and Vicky and Utku and Edward and Alexander. Thank you very much all for staying with us, having follow our streaming. So, my friend, I think it's unfortunately it's time to say goodbye. It's time. There is no Sarah Maya singing "Time to Say Goodbye," and I don't sing it. But if I forgot to ask you something, it's the right moment to point this out to me. If you want to say something.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for the opportunity. And I've been following almost all of your live shows, and the content has been brilliant with Kevin and Jim. And I hope this will inspire. Raphael would be a very good guest on your future show. And also Aaron is a superb idea.
Of course.
But thank you also very much for the opportunity, Erix. And we hope we can be back together live again. Together. It's very soon. I don't know when.
Yeah, I hope so. On my side, I would say that I was sure before I would say that everyone that is watching this streaming, they will be watching the streaming also not only live, but in the next days, because actually the views grow in the next week. So everybody that will be watching will be falling in love with you, because as you say, you are an easy person, but you are a lovable person. You can really I don't know what to say, but you are direct with people and treat everyone well. You are kind and you are a friend of everyone. And I really admire and respect the way that you see life and the way you live the relationship with other magicians and friends. And that works for Tamer as well, because you are a fantastic couple. And so thank you very, very much for
thank you very much.
being
Also,
here
thank
and
you for all the viewers.
for being our friends.
Go on.
Yes. He broke the climax of my speech, but it's okay. That's Raphael. Thank you everyone for tonight. Thank you, Raphael, for having played with us and having had fun with us during. There is another thing that I want to say. The Disillusionist is closing now this streaming. Stay for another 2 minutes before we say hello to everyone, and you can stay with us also, but I say you hello because then you will be far from the distance, because the finale is from the back. So Tamer and Lee and Tamer, thank you very, very much again.
Thank you.
And we stay in contact.
Ciao,
Yes.
man. Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Ciao.
Ciao.
And fantastic people. Thanks everyone. And of course, Alexander, thank you. Valérie et Gilles, thanks encore. Merci encore. We close with the final consideration on the changes that I was thinking with the Disillusionist, and they will be here for the final greetings. 1 minute.
To close this episode, let's take away from us some illusions. Changes happen naturally, and for this reason we shall accept them, as we are a part of nature. Some of them show their effects quicker than others. Some seem better than others. When something seems, that means it's part of an illusion. As the Disillusionist, I can only see changes as an opportunity to improve and evolve, provided they go in the good direction. Every change produces a mutation. And because we are all connected to each other, our mutation will unavoidably influence others. The ones close to us at first, then all the others, as a cascade effect. In fact, if you change just one value of an addition, the whole total is gonna be different. So don't hang up on your fears and illusions. Look at changes as a great opportunity that life offers as a way to new experiences. What time is it? It's time for a change. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening, and thank you for having been with us during the stream. If you have questions for the Disillusionist reflections, don't hesitate. Write me privately or on the stream. And again, I will see you for Walter Rolfo is coming for the Italian edition in 2 weeks, in 10 days. And then Jeff McBride. And in the same time, we have the United Magician for the World, 100 hours of magic. I will do 1 hour between together with the other 99 magicians, organized by Master of Magic Walter Rolford from the 17th to the 20th. It's going to be live, and it's going to be also a live convention in Turin, in Italy, and on the web streaming for 100 hours. So, my friend, see you soon. Thank you, and let's go for the closing credit video. Ciao.